CYM has been investing in generations for nearly 40 years. We've believed in the individual. We've championed the child and the young person, and we've always looked to help them achieve their potential. Our supporters have played a huge part in that, and if you're one of them, thank you. Thank you for caring, for praying, and for investing. Your investment matters. Over the past 4 decades, our work has grown, developed, changed course, and adapted. Flexibility has been important, but it's also been a hallmark of our charity that we seek what's new, what's fresh, ensuring that we are best placed to be the best that we can be. Our school's work has developed and changed in these past 5 years. Chaplaincy has become one of our core areas of work, and it has grown significantly. There is so much room for more though. Chaplains across every school in our town and beyond is the dream. Our residential work has had to react to the times, and we've changed things, or we've brought things to a close, serving the season that we were in. In the same way, there is so much more to come. I believe that stories are powerful, and I want to share a story with you from someone who has seen impact in so many areas of their life because of their association with CYM.
My name's Beth, I'm 27, I'm from Ipswich, and I'm the chaplain at Ipswich Academy and the community youth worker in Acton and Gainsborough. It probably all starts when my dad started helping at CYM, and he was always a leader at CYM and a volunteer, and I used to watch him go to things and really want to go and feel left out when I didn't get to go with him. But then I got to go myself, and it all started with things such as Regenerate, which some people will remember, and CYM weekends played a massive part in my year. I went every single year from the age of 8 till 18, so it was a long time. I also went to things such as Platform, which was this monthly Saturday night gathering, the worship event, and Cafe 8 as well. So just so many amazing events that were run that gave me the opportunity to build relationships with other Christian teenagers and to just grow in a safe environment as a young person. CYM weekends played a massive part for me. One of those is because of the group of friends that I have now. We all got put together in this small group just for that one weekend, but in that one weekend we really developed relationships and just grew as friends, so much so that we created our own small group afterwards. And even now, despite the fact that several of us live across the country, we're still good friends. We're still there for each other, we still pray for each other, and that all started from one weekend at CYM. Growing up at CYM, I also had lots of opportunities to grow as a leader, and I think that just really developed me as a Christian, being able to help those younger than me, and I think that also played a part in my future and what I do now. My job looks very different every single day. I do things that people typically see that a chaplain does: assemblies, lunch clubs, mentoring as well. I also do lots of things where I'm just picking up students during the day who just need that extra help, who need encouragement, who need someone to listen to them. My favourite thing about being a chaplain is just about being able to see potential in young people and allowing that to grow. Throughout growing up at CYM and spending all that time going to different events and the programmes that they ran, I just came in contact with so many leaders who had such a great faith, and they was just such an inspiration to me as a young person.
A well-known pastor once said, "Vision is the ability to see potential in what others overlook." See, vision is critical, and we've worked really hard to think, to process, to dream about what the work of CYM can look like as we move into this fresh, new season. We were presented with an unexpected opportunity to stop, to reflect. And now, with confidence, we move forwards. Our new vision is clear: investing in generations, inspired by Jesus. Why generations? Because we see our work being so much more than just the child or the young person in a school or at an event. We believe that we should invest in the family, the member of school staff, the youth worker. Our work will span the generations, and our work will be inspired by Jesus. Jesus will inspire how we work and why we do what we do. And what about our mission? bringing wholeness through safe spaces. Wholeness has at least 3 dimensions, in our opinion. We care for the physical, and we are now so much more aware of our mental well-being. But we also want to nurture the spiritual aspect that we believe brings wholeness to a person. A place or a space where someone feels safe. That could be in a particular outdoor activity. It could be sitting around a campfire or talking one-to-one with a chaplain, or even being part of a larger event. In all areas of our work, we will aim to bring wholeness through safe spaces. Now, during these challenging recent months, we've taken stock. We've reviewed all that we do, and we wholeheartedly believe that we are moving into a new season. CYM is forming a new partnership with our friends at the Vauxhall Christian Trust. Vauxhall Farm will be the new home of CYM, a home that is full of potential. A home that will welcome children, young people, and many more, and leave them in no doubt as to how important and valued they are. A home that we can work from in an office, but also a home where we can deliver activities from. So as we invest in generations, we will do it from this place. This place excites us beyond belief, and we cannot wait to get started here. The campsite and the buildings here at the Vauxhall Christian Trust will form a significant and lasting part in the next season for CYM.
I can see this area of our work and chaplaincy becoming one in a way we haven't seen before, where there's a real flowing together, where we invest in generations and are consistently inspired by Jesus. We are believing in developing and upgrading our Key Stage 2 school programme. We hope to be able to add some exciting new activities, maybe like water sports, laser tag, high ropes, a virtual reality experience. The possibilities are endless. And we are believing in continuing to breathe life into our children through our big weekend. But I think we can do more to reach more generations. From 2022, we will be introducing an 18 to 25s weekend and a children's or youth worker retreat weekend. We will be offering visits for individual children's or youth groups, evenings or weekends, where CYM will offer these amazing facilities and all of the activities I've mentioned, run by qualified team members. We will be hosting a football camp, as well as making the site available to individuals or small groups who just want to gather for a day or overnight to simply be at Jesus' feet. This site will be open for our chaplains to use, for others working in education and support organisations to use, all supported by this ministry. We intend to relaunch our gap year under this ministry with a change of focus of investing and inspiring even more. Our new gap year will be focused on intentional study, practical life skills like budgeting and cooking, and the opportunity to gain work experience. This can be extended to a second year where the focus will be on refining skills and leadership, taking a prominent role in helping to lead. And I can't forget the Dragon's Den pitch, where you'll be able to see your idea integrated into our programs. And on top of that, we want to become an active member in our community, championing local and international causes that affect our community right here. To those working with vulnerable families, those standing up to discrimination of all kinds, those protesting against human trafficking, and those creating Christmas hampers. We want to use this space and our voice to stand with you and work with you in any way we are able to invest in generations and inspire others with Jesus. This is not a ministry for CYM or even the Vauxhall Christian Trust. This is a ministry for everyone, a tool to aid kingdom growth, serving the needs of others, and encouraging the importance of reflecting and being.
This is exciting, isn't it? And you can be part of this. Josh has shared our heart for this location, and we can't wait to welcome you to our new home. I believe that this place has a huge part to play in how we deliver school chaplaincy too. Here's a story that demonstrates just what chaplaincy can do.
Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm 56, I live in Kesgrave, and I work at Westbridge Academy in London Road, Ipswich. I joined the Radwell Trust in 2016, having worked in mainstream schools for about 15 years. I was becoming very stressed at work. I was being given extra workload, extra subjects, had no time to myself during the day, didn't even get a lunch break. I was on duty at lunchtime, and it all got too much. And there was one particular day where we were all sat in briefing in the morning. I couldn't do it. I'd reached my limit, and I was very angry. And I ended up walking out of the briefing and walking out of the school. And I went straight to my GP, told him what was going on. This had been building up for months. I then had a few months off from work with stress and anxiety due to my workload. And on my return to work, it was decided that I would move across to Westbridge Academy.
I'm Tim, I'm 31, I live in Ipswich and I work for CYM as a chaplain at Westbridge Academy as part of the Radwell Trust. So as a chaplain I work at Westbridge, which is a pupil referral unit, so kids that have probably been permanently excluded from a few schools around Ipswich and the surrounding area. I see my job as just someone who can go and love the kids, which is something that they may not have had as a constant in their life.
I think I began to chat to Tim after I'd been at Westbridge probably about 6 months, and we worked alongside in the rooms next to each other. And I don't know how we got onto the topic of mental health. I don't know if I just came in one day and I was just like, oh. And he said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, not really."
And I remember asking her one day, "How are you doing?" And she just said, "Oh, I'm just not great today." Which, as a chaplain, you have a decision time. You can either go, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that," or take that time, pause, and just ask how things are. So, do you want to just come and chat about that and how you're doing? And Amanda really opened up about some really personal stuff that was going on for her in her life at home, so I was brave enough to say that I would be praying for you. I wasn't brave enough to say at the time, "I'll pray for you now," but that came along later once we'd built the relationship.
Tim offered to pray for me on quite a few occasions, and he asked if he could ask some of his friends to pray for me, and I said, yes, why not? And over those coming weeks, things did change at home, and I thought, maybe there is something in this. Tim sent out an email to all the Radwell Trust staff about 4 or 5 months ago and asked if we would like to know a bit more about the Alpha course. And he had a few replies, and I thought, I'm going to join, I'm going to go and see what this is about. At the beginning of the Alpha course, which I've been doing for the last 6-7 weeks, I would kind of describe myself as I'm sitting on the fence. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if there's somebody there. And I'm not sure whether I want to leap off the fence to go that way or stay where I am. But in more recent months, I'm finding that I'm kind of dangling my feet over the fence, and I think I'm almost ready to jump. Almost. And I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah, just hearing the stories from her that God is just doing things in her life that probably seemed like coincidences at the time, but has been brilliant now that we're doing Alpha, that those coincidences seem to be appearing more and more often, and it seems like God's really, really starting to speak.
Investing in generations inspired by Jesus, bringing wholeness through safe spaces, here at our new home. But what's next? Well, we are looking to run school residential trips from the summer term of 2022. The interest is there, and there is a huge amount for us to do. We will look to develop and grow all that Josh has spoken about in the coming weeks, months, and years. And what about you? How do you play your part? We're asking you to see them. Will you see all of the people who our work can impact? Will you see them through their education, through life's lessons? Will you see them through God's eyes? Will you see them as individuals, and will you see them as key to our future? And will you see them win? See them win in life. Give us the best chance to make a difference in them for generations to come. Give them the support that made us thrive, and invest in their future. Maybe you'll decide to invest today, a one-off gift that makes a huge difference. Or maybe you'll invest for life, a regular gift that helps our dreams become reality. Or will you partner with us to deliver something specific and tangible that can be used at this site or within our school chaplaincy? Your investment is key. So thank you for considering it. Thank you for supporting us. CYM is investing in generations, inspired by Jesus.